Hello everybody and welcome to another hand feeding video of the mystery baby and friends. Although he's not much of a mystery baby anymore, I am pretty sure that he is a green cheek conure, a standard green cheek. And he is going to be my first standard green cheek, if that is what he is. He might have some other smaller things mixed in there somewhere. I have had many yellow-sided, pineapples, sun cheeks. I've got turquoise, mint, dilute, black cap, pearly, crimson bellied, red fronted, red shouldered, and a few others. But I've never had just a regular, old-fashioned, standard green cheek baby before. All my birds are mixed in some way or another, and they all give me interesting babies. Now these guys are also a bit of a problem case right now because they are all in the drawdown phase. They are getting ready for their first flight. Some of them could be flying any day now, any moment now, taking their first flight, which means that they are drawing down. They are losing weight. They are not eating very much. As you can see, he's going to stop any second here, and that's it for him. He doesn't want any more. I'm going to try to give him a little more just to get him some more fluid in him. They're trying to lose weight to help them achieve their very first flight. It is a part of their instinct, part of their nature. They want to fly as early as possible because they are somewhat vulnerable stationary in the nest, especially when they get to be this size. But it is nerve-wracking because they lose weight. They can lose weight quite rapidly. They're just not eating very much. Once they begin to fly around, they will make up for lost time and eat more. But until then, that's it. Only maybe a quarter full crop. But they're moving their wings as much as they can. Even the younger ones are drawing down as well. The ones that are a little further from first flight because they see their cohort doing it. And the typical behavior for this is that they'll start off strong, but not fast, but you know, a decent response, and then stop like that. This guy took a little more, because he is still a little further away. And often when they stop, they'll just bob their head down, which means that they get formula up their nose. And if you hold their head too tight, they will freak, because they don't like having their head held tight enough. He's still got a 3/4 feeding in him. That was good enough for him. Oh, that's not good. They are spending the days in their grow-up cage. So gives them the opportunity to take that flight in the cage. They are out for an hour or two every night in my lap. I do give them some flight training, trying to get them to flap their wings. Ooh. Lift them up and lift them up in your palm of your hand and drop them down. Usually triggers the automatic response of flapping the wings. Do that for a while until they get tired of it. Helps to strengthen their wing muscles. This guy is younger, but he's still not eating as much as he used to. They have reached pretty much their maximum weight. Even after a flight is achieved, they won't gain back all the weight they have lost. They will always have lost some of that baby weight for good. Haven't gotten to the mystery baby yet. It'll take a little bit more. This shows absolutely no interest. I put the syringe in his mouth and he puts his tongue over the hole on the end. Let's see. Another yellow-sided. This guy I expect to take his first flight tonight. You see the other green cheek conures flying around. Hopefully they'll imitate them, because the sooner they fly, the sooner they'll start eating again, and that'll be a weight off of my mind. Always nerve-wracking when they don't eat. Just kind of drool the food all over the ground. No interest in actually swallowing it. That's enough for him. But they all do it, so what can you do? Another yellow-sided. And he's not really eating it all, he's just letting the food go in his mouth a little bit, so very, very slow. No aggressive, no real response. Kind of passive. Kind of retreats into my hand. That'll be it for him. You can't really force feed them without using like a crop needle or a gouage tube, and I don't do that. Another yellow-sided. A little younger, maybe he'll eat a little more. Oh, very, very passive, lackluster response. Gotta coax the syringe into his mouth. Nah, just spat it up. And for him, we got some nice colors on him though. Oftentimes I finish a feeding and I'll see them just spitting everything up in the into the cage. Here we have the mystery baby. With a nice dark feet. Nice color under the wings. He is still yet to take his first flight. Might just happen tonight. Got a nice dark head on him. Much darker tail feathers than than all the others. But he does not want to eat at all lately, so we'll see what happens now. A bit of a response. It's funny, sometimes they'll go off for a flight, their first flight. They'll fly 3 or 4 times around the room. And the next feeding they'll be hungry. They'll eat like crazy again. Once I even had a baby, I was hand feeding him just like this. I let go for a second and poof, they're off. They're flying around the room. I caught him, brought him back, and he ate fine. Back to his old appetites. This guy really does not want a feeding. Yeah, he's gonna be. Any more I give him, he'll just bring it right back up again. So there we go. There we have the middle batch of conures. The older batch is almost ready for their new homes, the sun, cheeks, and pineapples. this batch of green cheek and some yellow-sided. And on one pineapple, there'll be a few more weeks yet. And we have another very small batch coming up after them. That'll probably be it for Connors for me while I'm still living in the Fraser Valley. Next batch I'll be off the mainland most likely. Very pretty birdie. Give you another hand feeding video, probably the last one in about a week or so. See you then.